One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
NC State's head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, and this is an absolute baptism by fire into the world of college football for this young freshman quarterback. Going up against this D-line, David, this is just, there's no way you can say it. It's just simply not going to be easy. There's no game, there's no football he's ever played in his life that can prepare him for what he is about to see.
So it's got to be the others. It can't be about the freshmen, right? The offensive line really has to do their job. They have to keep them upright. They got to provide some run game, right? To provide some balance. Some playmakers on the outside have to step up. It can't just be about him and his playmaking. Others have to make it easier on him.
Bring him down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Notre Dame's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Hits inside, it's Walton. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The give to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Walker will fire. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Walton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Walton. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Off-play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got the first down. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Walker to throw. Right side, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And now the lead is even bigger.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Walker will fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. Burrowing for yardage. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Driving forward, it's Walton. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Using his feet, he works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They'll move the tight end. Pushes toward the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Marches ahead. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Slings it downfield. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Drops back on 1st down. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Got his man on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw, just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Walton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Notre Dame right back to the line. Walker to throw. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain.
And, man, this defense, they looked a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
They're all over it, and he gets rid of it. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Buying time to his right. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Walker will fire. Quickly to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes a grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to take it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Looking long. He's got it down the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run him again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Turns into the pile. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking for the edge. To the back. Maybe. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Walker to throw. Out wide right, it's Miller. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Powers inside. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback will keep it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to run, it's Walton. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rolls right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Selling the fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
But when runs a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Trying to get started. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Walton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Walker will fire. Rushes on. Right side, it's Miller. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight ends set on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Walker to throw. Misses badly on that one.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. On the move. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Breaks into the open. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. NC State going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job.
He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Look out! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Got some room after the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. NC State quick to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Finds a man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Caught. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And that's just the kind of game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. If he didn't have a chance to throw that on time, they forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call it game and walk out of here with the W.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these